Good evening. Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Not sure what happened with the countdown, but that is not a great start. But, like I say, welcome on in for this episode. Welcome back to the channel. And yeah, this is going to be one of those videos that is going to be really tough to kind of talk about, because I think that, the last few days I've struggled for words, to be honest with you. I've kind of taken time away from from my content, and I just couldn't actually speak about, kind of what I'm going to speak about with the Championship playoff final, because it was so difficult for me to do so. But we're kind of going to get stuck in, to be honest with you, because we've got a lot to cover tonight. So yeah, I'm just gonna get. So yeah, like I say, I'm gonna try my best, to find the words, but give a fair opinion on the game as well. Having said that, try telling the EFL that. Try telling the EFL about fairness, because they clearly have no idea what that word means. Let's be honest. And yeah, I'm laughing, but I really am fuming right now, and this is going to be the most honest, brutal episode that I've done so far. So yeah, kind of hello, welcome. Hello, thank you for coming in. Now I'm going to talk about the football, because ultimately that is what the game should have been about, football. So I'm going to get into that first, and then we're going to get into obviously the controversial moments of this match, which were very controversial. So yeah, I think, in fairness, Forest played a lot better in that first half than us. They definitely edged the half. I think that, it definitely wasn't the kind of final that I was expecting. So there weren't really any clear-cut chances by them, but there were more half chances, but they still looked like they had the edge over us. Hello, Matthew. Hello, welcome. Big up, thank you for coming in. Hi. Got a taste of the Premier League decisions, absolutely. Can I join? Yeah, please bear with me. I'm just going to kind of, if you request, oh, mind you, I'm posting it in the time. Sorry, this is just gonna. If you do want to join, put kind of air your thoughts. Please feel free to come on. But for the time being, I'm just gonna speak what I think. Then obviously I'll get people on, and we'll kind of discuss from there, to be honest with you. So yeah, but that's fine. There is a link to join if you wish to. Now, the goal that we conceded just before half-time, the timing of that goal was so unfortunate, wasn't it? I mean, we've done it to many teams this season, in terms of, scoring just before half-time, and it's really worked, and really worked in our favour. But, we and then obviously to add more insult kind of thing, obviously with it being an own goal as well, even more gutting. Colwell didn't deserve that, because they ball into the box, and Colwell just obviously ended up, obviously putting it into his own net, unfortunately. Because it was lucky, to be honest. We know this, but to be honest with you, whether it's lucky or not, obviously they still ended up scoring from it. So that's the reality, right? They scored from it, and we went into the break, obviously 1-0 down. But yeah, like I say, they look like more likely to score in that first half. That's me being honest about the situation, because they did slightly edge it. I mean, looking at us in that first half, we didn't create anything. Really didn't. And, that was disappointing. Kind of, at the start of these kind of games, it can be cagey, I get that. But we just couldn't get going to the level kind of that we know we can get to, and that kind of spoke volumes throughout the whole match, not just the first half. but yeah, it's so, football is so cruel sometimes. It really is, and you know, it really did, haunt us. Now, obviously, in the second half, didn't really create anything. But let's just say if you're involved in two separate incidents in the second half with penalty decisions, not going your way, and when you're up against 13 men, which I'll go on to onto that in a moment, it's always going to be an uphill struggle to get results, isn't it? That's the reality. But all things considered, having 0 shots on target in 90 minutes is our own fault. It really is. It's just, yeah, it's really hard to take. We seem to try to do too much with the ball, if I'm honest, and kind of walk it in the net. That's what we're kind of, maybe guilty of at times. But yeah, I think we should get into the most controversial kind of moments. Well, the first controversial moment, not just one. Like I said, there was 2 separate incidents, and I'm laughing now, but I really am not laughing. I'm not laughing in a good way. I'm laughing in disgust. So we're gonna get Tom in it, and I'm just gonna kind of go through this as I saw it, and then we'll kind of get your view, Tom, in a moment. So yeah, obviously Toffolo darts into the box, and there is clear contact. Colback sticks his leg out, and it was a definite penalty. There's no, like I say, initially, as soon as it happened as well, you could see, the Forest player putting his arms up, pleading his innocence. You can tell he knows he's made contact when that happens, because when you plead your innocence like that, you're a guilty party, I'm afraid. And then obviously initially it wasn't given, but then obviously, it went to VAR. Now VAR, I mean, I've said it all along, right? I really have, that I do not like this system. I really don't, because it takes, it's meant to help the officials, but in fact, in this situation, it made it worse, because having it been reviewed, I'm not sure who was in that VAR room, because I'm sorry, if you see countless replays of this, how they can deem that not a foul, I find absolutely staggering. I really do. And then, of course, just to add even more, the icing on the cake kind of thing, like I say, John Moss decides to book Toffolo for diving. Yes, diving. How on earth can you honestly say that was a dive? I cannot understand it for the life of me. I really can't. I'm just fuming right now, and I think I'm going to have to get Tom in to get his thoughts on this and kind of what I've spoken about so far, because I'm kind of losing my words already. Welcome on in, Tom. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Well, as good as I can be at this point, to be honest with you, mate. I think that obviously these last few days have been really tough, and it'll take a while for this kind of to get over this. It really will. It will. Now, obviously, how did you kind of what was your initial kind of thoughts on the first half performance? Because obviously, I'm sure you'll agree, Forest did edge that first half. Let's be honest.
They had edged it, but I thought we defended well. But I wasn't very comfortable with Sorba down the left in that first half.
Right, yeah.
I think he's put better on the right. Because no disrespect to their callback, I think he's a good player, but he's a bit slow. And I thought in the first half, if Sorba was on the right, maybe could cause more problems. But I think they edged the first half.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, the timing of that goal, very unlucky as well. That one goal, it really was unfortunate. It really did kind of, we could have, if we would have seen out that first half, you never know what could have happened in that second half. But yeah, please give me some words about this first penalty, because I'm sorry, Mr. John Moss, you are an absolute disgrace to the EFL. And I'm laughing, but I'm actually laughing because I'm so angry. He's a disgrace to the EFL. The fact that he was even in this position to take this match is enough to joke. The fact that it was his last match, so he can kind of run away from the situation now. And like I said, not that referees ever get any action taken against them when they have an absolute shocker like he did on Sunday. But the fact that he knew he was struggling, why was he chosen for a game like this of this magnitude? It seems absolutely ridiculous. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going off on one. Please give me your summary of this how the kind of version of events of the first penalty kind of went about.
The first penalty, it's not. I'm trying not to swear. It's not rocket science. Anyone at the other side of the pitch could see Toffolo got kicked.
Yeah.
I mean, he was right in front. So it's basically, you go into a supermarket, you rob a shop, someone says, "Oh, no, you're all right to go out, I didn't see you." It's exactly like that.
Yeah,
absolutely. I'm so angry.
It is absolutely ridiculous. It really is. And like I say, and then he has the cheek to book Toffolo for diving. I was literally...
There's no way he dives. There's no way on this earth.
How is that a dive? At the end of the day, right, there was contact made. Everybody knows it, except the Forest fans, of course.
Where I was sat right up at the top. And even from there, I could see he got touched. He didn't dive. There's no way on this earth he dived.
No, we could all see that it wasn't a dive. And like I say, it was an utter joke. And yeah, like I said, that was an opportunity that should have been able to kind of take from that. And yeah, it is ridiculous. So yeah, we're going to move on from that first kind of instance. And yeah, but before we do, VAR, I mean, VAR is meant to come in and it's meant to help out the referee, right?
I don't even know how it works. I really don't.
I don't think they know how it works. Let's be honest, they don't. They don't know. They don't have a clue.
No.
Yeah, you know how they've literally sat in that, in that place where the cameras are, and they've watched that over and over again. And you're telling me that they couldn't see a foul in that?
Is that there's something fishy going on with all these decisions Sunday? I reckon there's a bit of fixing going on. That's what I think.
Yeah, which I'm going to get onto in a moment, actually, because it's funny you say that. But yeah, let's continue with this. We've got a few guests coming on at the moment. Well, we will get people in, but I'm not going to... please, I don't know who that Let's Talk FC is, but if you could put your cameras on before I add you in, please. Thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna actually just go on because I've lost my notes here. Okay, let's. Yeah, well, I've lost chocolate. Yeah, here we are. Here's the second penalty now. Now, obviously, Lewis O'Brien. For me, this is another clear foul. Lowe clearly takes his. There was contact. I could see it. This one, it wasn't even took. VAR, by the way, but like I say, not that it would have made a difference anyway, to be honest with you, because VAR is a complete joke. We've already seen this. I've never agreed with it. I mean, talk to me about this second penalty, because I'm sorry, it has to be a penalty, this one as well, because I don't understand how they've missed it, and I just can't. I really can't understand it. I'm sorry.
For me, it's Stonewall. He kicks his calf. Oh, it's a simple penalty. I mean, if VAR didn't give that, which they didn't, how the hell does it work? We are being blatant robbed. If I knew what VAR was, I'd say, but I don't have a clue. Absolutely. They don't have a brain cell working that VAR. They don't even know how to work it. Oh, I'm so angry right now.
No, they don't. And like I say, as the version of events continue to happen, obviously Samba gets injured. What happens? They allow Samba to walk right across the pitch when he clearly could have come off behind the goal. Now, I'm sorry, that is another joke because, the fact that he was allowed to walk across the pitch, it take as long as he wanted, is an utter joke. And I'm not, it really is. And it's just too hard. Like I say, I'm struggling for words. Now, let's talk about John Moss, because at the end of the day, this guy lives near Leeds, right? The EFL obviously decided to give this game, to somebody that lives in a city where the rivalry is quite big, right? And it is, because it's always a big derby, when we play Leeds. Like I say, not only did they decide to give it to someone who is about to retire as well, which I said earlier, the magnitude of this match, you give it to someone who knows he's starting to struggle. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Whose decision was it? Was it to appoint somebody like that? Who's actually responsible for appointing, referees?
No, exactly.
Let's Talk Football wants to join. Now, I'm not sure who you are, actually. Let's Talk Football. I've not actually know, like I say, if you comment who you are in the chat, because I'm not getting people on, because I know this is a topic that, at the end of the day, is gonna go. But we're gonna get Perry Sports on if he wishes to come on. Like I say, open up the floor and kind of say what you want to say about this situation, because I'm struggling for words.
I'm not, because I'm sorry, town fans are moving like you were guaranteed scoring goals. You had 0 shots out of open play.
Yeah, that's what I've said. I accept that. But when you're getting 2 decisions like that in the second half, I'm sorry. We were cheated.
No. I can completely understand why that first one was not given. Completely understand.
How?
What about the second one then?
I haven't looked at this second one. I don't remember the second one, to be completely honest with you. But the first one, you can clearly see Toffolo has moved his leg back to make contact.
Is it? No, it's still a blatant penalty.
But I can completely understand why John Moss has turned it the other way. Completely understand.
Well, you would say that. I don't know what game you were watching.
Yeah, like,
mate, I was watching the same game as you. You got pummeled all game.
Yeah, like I say, we completely disagree with you here, unfortunately. Is there anything else you want to say? What else are you wanting to say?
You're waffling, really.
Well, okay, thank you for that. Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah, right. Well, I've kind of, like I say, so who's in
you
this?
You can tell he's a Forest or Leeds fan. You can tell.
This guy's a Forest fan. Let's Talk Football now. Obviously, he said that he wants to speak about it was I don't think I trust this guy. I'm not gonna be subject to this kind of negativity, to be honest with you, because we know in our eyes it was a definite penalty. I'm sorry, Let's Talk Football, but I'm not able to get somebody on that potentially may cause more problems in the stream. I'm not saying you are going to cause problems, but I'm not. Now, yeah, this really does.
I've spoken to a lot of football fans that aren't Town and Forest fans.
Right.
About 90% of them saying those 2 incidents were penalties.
I just feel like there's a lot of, I'm not going to, like I say, I'm not kind of, now this guy is urgent to come on and he's saying that, and he does want to go. I mean, we could try, I don't know what you think, because I don't want any issues in this stream anymore, because I'm not arguing on stream. Right, okay, we're going to get this Forest fan in because I'm trusting him on this one. But when you're taking a deep breath, but we all have opinions in this game, right? And it's fair enough. I mean, let's have a look. First one I can see why it's a day, not second one. Yeah, well, the second one, like I say, if we didn't get 2, we should have at least got 1, and that would have changed it. Yeah. I'm definitely well. Like I say, you seem to be very anti-Huddersfield, Perry Sports, and yeah, that's how it feels at the moment. So I'm sorry, but so yeah. Anyway, I'm losing my thought here. Like I say, the more you think about it, kind of the introduction of VAR. I saw this on a kind of a post on what is it? On a post that I saw on social media. This person's put, the more you think about it, the introduction of VAR to football actually makes football more of a target for corruption. It is a pre-allocated body that can override, ignore, or change a decision or request made in a live moment and goes unchallenged. However, the only activation is the referee or appointed VAR. No player, manager, or other official can request its use in a game. I mean, what's your thoughts on this? Because it's a very valid point, isn't it? And it's just not. It smells of corruption. This, I'm afraid, it really does.
I know.
Because
Forest owner had stuff like being done for this match fixing in the past as well.
Yeah, I've saw that. Which is what I was going to mention actually. The Nottingham Forest owner has been known to match fix, and very got himself into a lot of trouble, and it makes no surprise whatsoever. Yeah, but yeah, we're not gonna get, like I say, I'm not able to get you. Like I say, I'm gonna ban this guy from this because he keeps doing this now, and I'm just not having it. Hang on.
You don't want people like that, pal.
I'm just not going to do it, mate, because at the end of the day, we all have opinions in this game, and I'm not going to, be subject to it. I'm sorry, lads, but your fans are moving like you bastard. No, we're not actually. We want fairness in a game, Perry Sports. We want fairness. We want, and at the end of the day, we're not asking for much. There was two teams in this, even though the media, everybody else out there was all Forest this, Forest that, Forest this. Yeah. I mean, what respect have we kind of had all season? Can I just say we've had none? So yeah, I'm not acting like we had 50 shots because I've already said earlier in the stream we had 0 shots and that's not good enough. The reality is target. So that's all I need to say about this. But yeah, I mean, we're not going to keep going on about it. I mean, the reality is it's been a tough few days. It really has, because this game, obviously the biggest, richest game in football, they call it, and we, like I said, we just want the fairness to be able to happen here, and we got let down massively by the officials. Now Andy Terrier is in the chat now. He's a Town fan, so we're gonna get him on, and we're gonna see what he thinks about the games right here. Right. Hello, Andy. Hi.
Hello, mate.
Hiya, Andy. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. So personally, being a Town fan, I don't think it was a pen, the first one. The second one, Stonewall penalty. John Moss has made a massive mistake. But all I can say is Championship football is coming for you. Up the fucking Town. Fuck Huddersfield. You're all a bunch of cunts. You're a fat cunt in the middle. We saw you crying on TV. Ha ha ha.
Right. Well, he's pretended to be somebody else now. This stream is now gone too far. He's pretended to be a Town fan. He's not a Town fan.
No,
he's Championship TV.
He's a Forest fan. He's out by accent.
No, he's not. He's a Luton fan.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's a Luton fan. Now this stream has pretty much got ruined. So I'm kind of struggling with words.
You all right?
But yeah, I'm not sure why people feel the need to be so abusive. towards me, because that guy has sent me messages, very abusive messages, and he's still feeling very, very sour about when we beat them. So yeah, this stream has been a complete and utter disaster. It's a shame that people like that want to ruin, want to ruin the stream, because that's what happens.
It's not nice. It's disgusting.
Yeah, and like I say, he's trying to get me involved in the chat now. I wasn't rude to Tyler's dad, thank you. I had an opinion on the Hatter show, and you didn't like that opinion, so you decided. But anyway, I'm not gonna even. I don't even know how you kind of. Right, hang on. Right, we've actually blocked. I've actually had the power to block him now. But this stream has been a complete disaster. I'm feeling very emotional, and yeah, people.
And basically trying to say I cried on TV.
To be honest with you, Tyler, you cannot defend the actions of your so-called friend, because I'm not gonna. At the end of the day, he has sent me messages on Instagram. I've not done anything other than speak my words. I've not been rude to your dad, which he's claiming I am, and I don't see what his problem is. So yeah. But yeah, this stream is kind of ruined. Now I don't even know whether to post this video or what I should do. I mean, because I don't really want, I don't even know if I can edit the video to kind of edit things out, but I'm not sure. But yeah, everyone saw the Hatter show, not what I've said. Yeah, but the reality is, Tyler, is I've not actually done anything that deserves this kind of level of kind of abuse. That he has decided to he's basically trolling. That's what he's doing. But if you want to defend that his actions, then that's fine. But I'm not going to get into that. We're going to talk about football, and we're going to continue, because I'm going to just be professional and not let someone, pretend to be somebody else, which makes it even worse. And then just, yeah, I should have known better, really. Very gullible of me. But yeah, I mean, talking of kind of, like I said, the game is done. The game has gone. It's going to be hard to kind of, overcome this. Like I said earlier, we move on to next season, where there'll be lots of positives, I'm sure, again, and we have to just go again. But at the moment, the players will probably take some time out and obviously get back to, just take some well-earned rest and regroup when they get back.
Well, I believe we're set to announce a signing in the coming days.
Oh, are we? Right. Not
William Boyle from Cheltenham.
Oh yes, I've seen that. Now I'm actually going to do an ins and outs kind of recruitment kind of thing. Obviously, the retain list has been out today, so I'm going to do that separately. Probably tomorrow I'll be doing that. Not sure what time yet, but probably doing something like that tomorrow. Like I say, we'll have a look at the retain list for next season, and who's kind of left the club. Josh, I didn't even know this guy, but Josh Marsh leaves his role as head of recruitment of Huddersfield Town to move to Swansea. Now, I know that he was actually in when we got Diakhaby in Mensa, so I'm not sure he'll be that much on this, but
especially Diakhaby, wow.
Yeah, I know, but look, at the end of the day, it's not like you have a manager and a decent squad who knows what to do, and that. So I can't see anything drastic happening in you falling down the league. Yeah, like I say, we're going to look at kind of trying to really push on next season, like I say, and why not go on better and try and get in them automatic places, because it can happen, can't it? It's possible. We were close at times, maybe if we'd got a few more results, maybe that went towards us, we may have actually been able to get into that automatic. Because if you think about, obviously, the games that we dropped points in, wait, I think that's been, I think that first bit about, you said, it's not like you have a manager. You said that we don't have a decent squad, I think you said on that one. So maybe you do want to reword that comment. But yeah, like I said, I have no agenda against anybody. And like I said, I'm not going to be subject to that abuse from that person. The thing is, I don't want that to be part of the video because I feel like it's just ruined it a bit. But I suppose that's kind of what's happened. I mean, any kind of final thoughts on the game? I mean, we can let's just kind of speak about the season as a whole, to be honest with you, because these, we've said it time and time again, but the kind of the job that Carlos has done
It's unbelievable.
Has been absolutely incredible. The way he has turned this football club around, the way he has really united everybody. He's basically, given us a team that we can be really, really proud of. He really has, and the guy he's professional on and off the field. But the way he's got out the best of these players and the way he's got a style going, and the job he's done. I mean, it's just incredible, really. And like I said, the players as well. I mean, the players have worked so hard this season, and you could see how gutted and disappointed they were at the end on Sunday. And yeah, it's really, really painful. It really is. It still feels really painful because we weren't really that close to completing that fairy tale.
I mean, I even got abuse on Sunday night on Twitter. I had over 80 abuse messages from Leeds fans.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's one of those things. Social media can be toxic at times, and it can be difficult. But you just got to kind of rise above that. Like I say, I'm actually really, I don't really know if I have the words, to be honest with you. This was already a difficult episode to cover, by the way. But when you've got people coming on and causing problems, it's just not acceptable. I mean, anything else you kind of want to cover? Because I was actually going to go longer than this, but actually that has really derailed my kind of viewpoint.
It upset me the way he had the audacity to call me fat. Really.
Like I say, he's got nothing better to do. Let's be honest. And yeah, like I said, I'm just speechless, to be honest with you.
If you feel down later on, just call me. I'll talk to you.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Like I say, it has been a difficult few days, and that's all you need. Like I say, I was kind of thinking about doing this stream, but I was a bit kind of unsure just because it is hard to speak about still. But I still thought, you know what, I'm going to just do it because there were lots to cover. But yeah, I mean, like I say, all the best to Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. I'm not
relegated.
Because you know what, they've waited for this moment for a while, and they've got it. So I'm not going to take anything away from them for doing it, because they've had an incredible season. They really have, and you've got to give them credit because they've got a great group of players that, but yeah, like I say, all the best to them. So it's no kind of hard feelings from my point of view. But yeah, if you got this, thank you so much. Like I said, at least I've got some kind of love in the chat here. I really appreciate this. Like I say, I just feel like that kind of moment earlier has kind of just ruined this. Yeah, like I say, thank you. Yeah, thank you. You don't, mate. You're just saying that to be look. Not sure what you mean by what I'm not sure what bit you're referring to. Sorry. Like I say, I'm not sure what you mean. Well done for rising above it, Ryan and Tom. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Mark. I think I met you on at Wembley, didn't I, Mark? You introduced yourself to me. It was great to meet you, and I appreciate your support because, like I say, you gave me.
I've just had a lot of abuse over the last 2 days, and it has brought me really down. And yeah,
you gave me a lot of support at Wembley. You know, like I say, you reached out to me and introduced yourself and said keep up what I'm doing. So I appreciate that. Thank you for the content. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friend. Thank you, that Shine Podcast. I really appreciate that. At least this stream is ended on a really positive note. So thank you. I really appreciate the people that are nice and are showing their support. Because hate will never win, eh?
no,
you did very good. You did very good to meet. Yeah, you too, mate. Thank you. I mean, yeah. I mean, don't really know what to say now. Other than, you know, we move on. It'll be interesting to see how the summer kind of pans out. Like I say, who we get in. Well, we know who's leaving now, but I won't get into that today.
It will be to see what happens with O'Brien in the summer as well.
Yeah, absolutely, it will, and I think that, you know, Lewis, I think that obviously he's kind of come out and really been sincere about what he felt about obviously the final, as did many others, and yeah, I just can't stop thinking about, you know, obviously you could see, you know, I mean, I know you know, even you see the picture, you know, with Jonathan Hogg as well, you know, the emotion that he was showing in that photo. I don't know if you've seen it on social media, but
I've just retweeted a tweet about 10 minutes ago of it.
You can see how much that he is Mr. Huddersfield Town. He really is. He epitomises everything that Huddersfield Town's about, and it is. And like I say, Sauber as well. I mean, it was very hard to you know, you could see he was very, you know, unconsoled, kind of really upset at the end, wasn't he? You know, he was so close to achieving his dream. Let's be honest, it was his dream, wasn't it? As it was for most of these players, but especially Sauber, where he's come from. It was his ultimate dream to be in the Premier League. And I just feel so sad for him. I feel so sad for every single player that gave us so many wonderful memories this season. I can't fault anybody. I really can't. You know, and you know, it's just, you know, bad luck, guys. But I know, I'm sorry, Leicester Slide. I know you said, right, that when I came onto your stream the other week, that if we didn't get promoted, you would not talk to me ever again. But here we are, you're talking to me, so we're all good. I know you was joking, don't worry. The first one was definitely a penalty. Yeah, like I say, we've kind of covered that. I mean, it's just incredible how they didn't see it. And I'm not, you know, at the end of the day, I think if it weren't both penalties, definitely we should have had one. I think it was a game, though. What I will say is on the game is that neither team really took the game you know, really took the game, did they? You know, no one ran away with it, kind of thing. It was, I think it kind of was kind of extra time written all over it. If the results, if they kind of, I think it was extra time. What I'm saying to you, I think it was extra time kind of written all over it, because neither team did enough to win, in my opinion, in that 90 minutes. I mean, Forest did get, like I say, edge that first half, but they were only half chances. I don't know if they scored.
I have to give credit to that balling from Ghana for their goal was a cracking balling.
Their ball from who, sorry?
Ghana that set their goal up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You got the ball in, and yeah, but like
that's the only good positive I want to give him after that, guys. Just come on. So sorry, Forest fans. You know, all like that. There are some nice Forest fans.
Yeah, of course. There's always nice fans. Sauber has just got on the pitch for well. Oh, has he? Congratulations to him. Yeah, brilliant to see. Is that an early off that then or something? I didn't know Wales were playing now. But yeah, fair enough. Fab. I have the ex-ref Mark Halsey on my show next week. We'll be discussing VAR. Oh, that'll be very interesting. I'll definitely be tuning in for that one then, Chris. But yeah, thanks for letting me know about that. Yeah. But yeah, I'll definitely be there next week then. I think Mark was a really good referee, to be honest with you. You know who I would have given this final to, though? I think that, well, I'm on about the game that has gone, which doesn't really matter now, but I'm just kind of thing. Someone like, Andre Mariner, I think he's a decent referee, to be honest with you. I think he controls the game. He controls the game. He knows what he's doing. And yeah, I think he's fair to both. Playing Poland. Oh, right, is it now then? I didn't realise it was an early kickoff. I thought it was 7:45. VAR decision was out of order on something. Yeah, it really was. I'm sorry, but we've said this already. And I just think that it is one of those that. What's the score? I'm not sure. Like I say, I didn't even know Wales were playing right now, to be honest with you. Yeah. I can't believe I didn't even. Why is it such an early kickoff? 1-1. Right, fair enough. I'm so confused. But yeah, we've kind of come to the end of this. We've kind of discussed what we can. I've kind of been as fair as I possibly can. I have. Whether people want to agree or disagree with my views, that's fine. I'm not, that's what football's about, isn't it? Opinions. But I think it's the way you conduct them opinions that is the problem. But yeah, I feel very, very happy to kind of come on and do this. But yeah, I'm very gutted to have people trolling the video. This video will go up because I've continued the stream, and yeah. So yeah, we'll be back in either tomorrow or Friday to discuss the retained list and have a look at potentially who we may like to get in the summer to improve our squad. So yeah, that'll be coming, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, this has been another episode, and it's been a difficult one, and we're going to keep moving, we're going to keep professional. But yeah, unfortunately, it's been marred by trolls. But yeah, good night, and I shall see you in the next one.